recording at 10 a.m. with Eric. How you say your last name?
Reinwald.
Reinwald. Gotcha, man. We got 6 laps in the GTR. Perfect, man. So the way I'll be kind of helping you out around the track, and just a review of the cones again that we'll be using. Orange cones, once you reach those, that's where you're going to begin the brake. It's a constant brake pressure to the single green cone that's sitting by itself. I like to call that one your turning point right there. Kind of what it sounds like. You get the nose of the car to the first green cone, then you begin turning it nice, smooth, all the way down to the apex to 2 green on the inside. When you reach the apex on the inside, that's where you unwind the wheel back out and then begin accelerating just nice and smooth right there.
At the apex, you accelerate.
Exactly,
okay.
Yeah. And the way I like to put it all together, like an easy way to remember it, as far as the use of the steering wheel from your brake to your throttle, kind of imagine like a string is tied to the bottom of the wheel to like your right foot. So in a straight line, you're braking very firm at the orange cones, but once you reach that first turning point, you begin turning in. Kind of think of like that string like pulling your foot off the brake as you steer in. Down to the apex, a little bit of throttle, mostly just getting it ready to accelerate. And then once you unwind the wheel back out, that's where you accelerate nice and smooth right there too. You were saying earlier, you kind of want to see how an all-wheel drive car does on a track. The biggest thing with them to really get the speed out of them is that the squeeze of the throttle out of the corners. Because what could happen a lot of times is when people steer into the corner, they'll go from the brake to the throttle and they'll apply too much throttle right away. And then what happens is you're sending so much power to the front end that the front tires can't steer and accelerate. So it'll understeer pretty bad. So it'll go more straight and it'll push you like out of the corner, like away from the apex, kind of get you all messed up a little bit is all. Yeah, so with all-wheel drive cars, a big thing with them is just being that smooth kind of squeeze and the power as you come out. That's a big kind of trick to them. And then I'll let you know about traffic with the mirrors, and I'll let you know if we're safe to pass people. If we do any passing, I'm going to have my hand on the wheel just a little bit, but you'll keep your hands there too. I'm not like grabbing it from you.
Okay.
So for you, the other thing, just keeping your eyes up, just always looking where you want to go with there is all. Other than that, did you want to do automatic or the paddle shifters with it?
Now do the automatic.
Automatic? Gotcha, man. Gotcha. I'm just going to see where this is at real quick. Did you have any last questions for me, though, before we get rolling?
No.
No? Just have a good time, though, right?
Yep.
That's all that matters at the end of the day. Just keep holding the brake. I'm going to throw you an auto. There you go. You're okay on this side. We're going to go straight, and we're going to make a left right here. There's just a little bump right here is all. Perfect. And we'll cruise up to the entrance right there. And feel free to try out the brake pedal, too, if you want to kind of feel it out.
Are there any modifications done to this car?
Just different brake pads, actually. That's about it. Yeah. We just run a better kind of brake pad. We run Hawk pads in it. We'll go near the small blue cone. I just got to yell at this guy that he has to move.
He's the guy that's with me.
Oh, really? Yeah. Excuse me, sir. I just have to be near the cars over there. Okay. That's all. Thank you. We're going to go a little bit kind of near that blue cone there now. Thank you, man.
It's a little touchy.
Yeah, no, it's right there. Yeah, even though it's turbocharged, there's not much lag to it at all. We're just going to let one Lambo roll past us, and then we'll be all right. Yeah, the biggest thing you'll notice on the GTR specifically is you kind of sit up pretty high. Mm-hmm. When you steer into the corners, it rolls a lot. So it's kind of like a boat. But it's fun, though. It's a fun car.
This thing's supposed to outhandle me, so this...
You can't go wrong either way, though, right?
Yeah.
Let's see, the whole track is yours, sir. Yeah, you're clear to enter there. And then we're just going to stay towards the left side of it just to start us all. Right side of this blue line right here.
Right side of the line.
Yeah, perfect.
This is the apex cone?
Yeah, so that'll be apex there at the chicane. First green straight ahead, that one's your turn-in point for turn 1.
Oh, so go straight at it?
Yeah, and we're going to connect that to the apex, the 2 green on the right there.
Hit the brakes and then...
Yeah, it's a little bit of power here. And as you come out, now accelerating to the left side, just like that. And then feel free to feel it out a little bit here. And then it's just left side down the stretch here.
And then these are the 2 brake cones?
Exactly, yep. So it's like a gate, so as soon as you pass them, that's where you're on the brake here. First lap, a little bit lighter, but long pressure. So connecting that to the apex on the inside on your right there. Now it's unwinding the wheel to the left side to the last green there. Just like that. And then it's braking here at the orange. Turning point on your left. Connecting that to the apex on the inside there. And now we're gonna stay to the right side. You got a left-hander coming up. It's a little brake. Connecting that to the apex on your left. And now accelerating to the left side here now. So it's braking towards your left side here for turn 5. No worries, and we're gonna connect that to the apex on the inside, tight as you can. And now accelerating out to the right side right here now. And it's just a light brake, turning it in here, then back into the power. And then it's braking to the left to that turn-in marker. connecting it, little bit of power mid-corner. As you come out, now accelerating left side. Yeah, go for it, man. Fast as you want to go. And then a harder brake here initially at this speed, waiting to turn. Easing off the brake as you turn in, touching the apex, ending up at the left side, squeezing in the power, and then just staying left side. And it's braking here. It's eyes on the apex to your right. Easy in there. Staying to the right side over the hill. Little bit of brake here. Tight left, getting onto the red and white. Accelerating to the left side now. And then it's braking here to that single marker, waiting for it, waiting for it.
The brakes too soon.
Yeah, that one I'll kind of show you a different line through that guy there too. We're gonna bring it to the right side here. And there's just a light brake and then back into the power straight through. And then staying to that left side, looking to the right, tight as you can to the right here. Ending up at the left outside edge, accelerating out now. How do you feel with it so far though?
Good, but I feel like I'm way under driving the car.
No worries, no worries. It's one of those things where it comes with each lap for sure. And then we're gonna connect that all the way down, clipping to 2 green, little bit of power, a little bit more. Left side now powering, staying in the power now, staying in it. We're gonna stay left.
Jesus, that's pretty nice.
And then braking right here, finding that apex on your right. Ease it in there now, tight as you can. Now we're gonna stay to the right side here. This one I'm gonna show you the line a little bit here. We're gonna get tight to your left. Once you get over the top is center. Now power here. Stay in the power, stay in it, stay in it. And now brake right here. So getting to the left side a little quicker there almost. We're gonna stay to your right. Now accelerating right side and more power here. And then just a light brake and then back into the power straight through. And it's eyes up to the right. Tight as you can now, a little bit of more power. Now left side power here, more, and then just staying left side down here, and then just staying full power to the orange, staying in it, and then right on the brake here initially, harder brakes, easing off them, tighter on your right. Now we're gonna end up at the left side. We're just gonna get a little tighter there next time is all. And then it's right on the brake here, finding the apex, ease it in there, tight as you can. Feeding in the power right side, braking straight, tight left onto the red and white. Now powering to your left here. And then braking here to that turning marker, waiting. Ease it in, just a little bit of throttle maintaining, feeding in the power as you exit to the right side here. And the light brake, and now back into the power, just straight line. Braking here, waiting to turn, right now, tight to your right, little bit of throttle, left side, power. And this one we're gonna get a little tighter on the apex up here. So now it's braking right here, a little bit harder here. Look into the apex where you wanna go. Ease it in, getting us down there, tight as you can. Left side of the track, powering out now. Yeah, much better line through there. And then braking right here. Eyes up to the right now. Ease it in, tight as you can. Feeding in the power right side. Braking straight. Tight left onto the red and white. Now accelerating left side now. More power, staying in it. Now braking. Waiting to turn. Ease it in, clipping the apex tight. Eyes up down the track to the right side here now. Little bit of brake and then back into the power here. Braking here to the left side, waiting, connecting it tight to the right, left outside edge again here. Still feeling good so far? Yeah, perfect. And it's just right on the brake right here to constant pressure, easing off the brake. This one we're gonna turn in a little bit later there. I'll kind of show you. We're gonna stay left side to that last green there. Braking right here, just a constant pressure, easing off the brake as you turn in, little bit of power, feeding in the power to the right, and then braking here, tight to the left onto the red and white, accelerating to the left side now, and then braking right here, more brakes, waiting right there, clipping that apex tight, wait for the power, and now squeeze breeze there. That's that kind of understeer you're feeling there.
Yeah.
And then it's accelerating straight line through. And then braking here. So just a light throttle to be careful to understeer here. Now applying the throttle left side. Yeah, that's where you send all that power on the front end. They just kind of dig right there. And then just braking right here. We're gonna turn a little bit later, waiting right there. Nail it tight as you can. Ending up at your exit marker, staying in the power here. And then it's braking right here, finding the apex, easing it in tight as you can, squeezing in the power right side. And now braking straight, tight left onto the red and white, feeding in the power left side one last time. And then it's braking right here. And that was actually our last one around in the GTR right there. So we're gonna stay towards the left like you're doing, right over this little kind of blind hill pretty much. We're gonna follow this path and kind of where we took it from. It'll be left past those red and gray barriers right there. All right, so what'd you think though?
Very nice.
There you go.
I'd like to bring my car out here.
That was my first question when I got hired. And they said no.
I was about to ask, are you allowed to drive your car out here?
No, but fortunately, right across the buildings over there, there's another track. It's called the Outside Road Course, or just called the we'll go either side of the Audi is perfect right there too. And there's a little red wheel chalk. We're gonna put the front tire like right before it too. You'll feel it kind of roll up here a little bit. Should be right about there. Perfect. Fortunately, there's another track that we have. It's right on those other side of the buildings there, and it's big. It's pretty big. It's probably about.
Sorry.
You're fine. It's all good. She's all parked right there. You can release the brake there too. I got her neutrals just to let the brakes cool off. Is all. Yeah. I would say it's probably about 2 times bigger than this track, maybe 2.5. And I would say every 2 to 3 months there's a company that rents it out. And it changes, and then you could bring your car and drive there too. Yeah, so like the Porsche Club of like Las Vegas, they'll rent it out, and then you just pay, $50-$60 to them, and then you get the drive and stuff like that, which is cool,
Yeah, we have Summit Point Racing back in it's in West Virginia, but that's where we'd go.
Oh, okay.
And I wanted to always do it. They had the time attacks and stuff like that there. But I was always scared to wrap my car into a wall.
That's the thing, yeah.
Here it seems really a lot more open.
It is, yeah. It's a lot more open. If you go off the track, it's there's nothing to really hit, which is nice. And that's the way we designed it too, is mostly just safety first,
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice too, like if you do go off, it's just gravel traps too. So the faster you go, the faster you sink too. It tears up your car pretty bad, like on the underside and the paint on the side a little bit, but you don't want it up though, which is nice. Yeah, and for going to tracks too, they do make like track day insurance, but it's only so much and everything. Too.
Yeah, I work in insurance.
Oh, okay.
I'm an auto adjuster. So
Gotcha.
It's like a special investigative unit. So unfortunately, people are always like, "Oh yeah, I had an accident."
Yeah,
you
and
find
they push
out
it out front.
Yeah, the motor was blown in a track race.
Yeah.
They hit a wall, a barrier, or something. It's like, there's no bark in your car. Why is there concrete paint?
Right. So, there's no concrete near you. Yeah, you push it out front of the truck, and be like, I got hit right in front, like some rear-ended me.
Well, the trick